afternoon, and thank you for joining us on this Friday, November 4th. From the campus of Appalachian State University, this is the Appalachian Weekly News. I'm Leah Johnson.
And I'm Devin Stewart.
Just days before our midterm elections, a pro-life demonstration was set up on the Sanford Mall on Monday. The pro-life group Center for Bioethical Reform set up a display showing images and different pro-life messages. The display also offered a pregnancy crisis support phone line. During the rally, many pro-choice groups gathered beside the display in a counter-protest. The pro-choice group, the Appalachian Abortion Supportive Collective, handing out flyers that gave information and resources about abortion.
Imagine this. You were unable to attend class for an entire week because of construction in front of the building your classes are in.
It's hard to believe, but that was the reality for one App State student. Our correspondent, Dylan Henson, joins us live with more on the story.
Thanks, Devin and Leah. Earlier last week, App State student Lisa Insay showed up to class and recognized she could not get in due to construction being done. I spoke to Lisa about her frustrations about being a wheelchair user at App State.
I tried to go to my class last Monday morning only to find that all of the accessible parking had been ripped up to be renovated. So I could not attend class for that week. I did not get any warning, but after my professor very respectfully said, "What's going on? My student can't attend class," I did get reached out to by ODR and someone in the psych department. And they basically just told me, "Hey, this construction is going to be going on for like a week. I'm sorry."
In hopes of getting the university's attention, Lisa took to Instagram to express her concerns. She did hear back from the Office of Disability Resources, and they told her that construction from now on would have to be announced 2 weeks in advance, and a call would be made by the ODR. Even though the situation has been solved, Lisa tells us that this isn't the first time that something like this has happened.
Back in August, I was here early for resident assistant training, and they ripped up the road going to the dining hall, and I couldn't eat that week. If my other RAs hadn't brought me food, I would not have been able to eat from the dining hall.
Now, I did reach out to the Office of Disability Resources, and they did not get back to me regarding my request for comments. They did tell Lisa, though, that construction would have to be announced 2 weeks prior. That's all I have for now. Reporting for the Appalachian Weekly News, I'm Dylan Henson. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Dylan. That's honestly really upsetting. I have seen quite a few Facebook posts about people with disabilities that are struggling to get where they need to go on campus, and I hope they fix that.
Yeah, definitely. It will be interesting to see what happens from here with that. Don't forget to set your clocks back this weekend. Daylight saving time officially ends Sunday at 2 a.m. This means clocks will fall back an hour and we gain an extra hour of sleep. The amount of daylight will decrease up until the winter solstice on December 21st. Then the length of the days will gradually increase until the summer solstice on June 21st of next year. For reference, in Boone this Sunday, the sun will rise at approximately 7 a.m. and set at approximately 5:30 p.m.
Speaking of time change, many people deal with seasonal depression this time of year. Our reporter, Devin Stewart, visited the Student Rec Center to discover ways to stay healthy and motivated during the winter.
As we enter the darker, grayer, colder months of the year, are you looking to change up your exercise routine, maybe even your diet? Look no further than right here at the Student Rec Center. I spoke with a representative at the Student Rec Center to see what they offer students as we enter the winter months.
Yes, of course. So we have group fitness classes that are free with everybody that comes in. We have them at pretty much all of our locations. Yoga is a really great and a one to kind of figure out that mind-body aspect. And then we have mindfulness minutes, midday meditation, morning meditation, and even some in the evening to kind of help create a sense of being in the moment, being present. But then we also have like our cardio classes, our strength classes, and it's always good to have a variety.
And if you're looking to change up your exercise and or diet routines, Logan has some advice.
So it definitely always try to recommend, making sure that you're doing just a little bit of time, whether it's like one thing a day. It takes about like 6 to 7 days or sometimes even more to create a habit. It's the best way to start off small and then make your way up. So instead of changing your entire diet, like maybe adding in one thing at a time and just looking at it as a lifestyle and trying not to look at it as something like you're restricting yourself or anything of that nature.
Developing healthy habits this time of year is beneficial in more ways than one.
Because if we just sit around and we're just not doing anything, we can start to get depressed or anxious because we're just not doing anything when we are used to doing something too. And so continuing those habits can kind of help bring that down some.
But if you're not wanting to go to the gym, there are ways to stay active while at home.
I don't know, finding a way during commercial breaks or something, just even if it's in the house, finding ways to do that because we want to keep that body going so that way when spring comes back around and summer, we're ready and not having to restart just like we did the year before or something like that.
So as we transition into the winter months, remember to take care of your body. And also remember, the Student Rec Center is free to all students on campus. For more information, you can visit urec.appstate.edu. Reporting for the Appalachian Weekly News, I'm Devin Stewart.
Vision boarding is a great way to chart your future goals. We are more likely to carry out our goals when we can visually see them in front of us. This Wednesday, students had the opportunity to create their own 5-year vision board. The event was held in Whitehall, and supplies such as canvases and magazines were provided to the students. Vision boarding involves making a collage of pictures that represent what you want your future to look like. They are fun and easy to make at home. Looking for something to do tonight? The Turchin Center, along with other local businesses, are hosting the Downtown Boone Art Crawl. The Art Crawl is an opportunity for people to walk around town and enjoy local art. The event runs tonight from 5 to 8 p.m. You'll also have an opportunity to speak with the artists and enjoy refreshments. Guests will be able to experience the art displays featured in their 6 galleries. The event is free, and if you would like to learn more, you can visit tcva.org.
The annual Spooky Duke race kicks off tomorrow morning at 8:30 in the Peacock lot. The Spooky Duke is a 5K and 10K race with a free costume march and contests. Adults, children, and even pets participate in the fun. Free kids activities take place from 8:30 to 10:30 a.m. Both the 5K and 10K race begin at 9:30 a.m. All proceeds from the event benefit parent-to-parent FSN High Country.
Do you enjoy playing pool? Well, come out and showcase your skills in the Billiards Tournament this Saturday at the Plemons Student Union. The event will be held in the Hawksbill Game Room at 3:30 p.m. and snacks will be provided. You will have the opportunity to meet new people and put your skills to the test. Make sure to grab a pool partner and register for the event at engage.appstate.edu.
Are you an avid reader and looking for a new bookstore? Well, look no further than Huzzah Books in downtown Boone. This location recently opened and would love for you to stop by and check out their reading selection. They offer not only new but used books. They're located at the back of the record store near Ransom on King Street.
Last week was homecoming, and while most people were hyped for the football game and other campus events, WASU staff and alumni were preparing for their annual Alumni Takeover Day. Our field reporter, Holly Hodges, has more.
Each year, WASU hosts their annual Alumni Takeover Day at the end of homecoming week. The event was especially important this year because it marked 50 years since WASU formed. In celebration of the 50th anniversary, the station invited alumni back on 2 days instead of one. On October 27th and 28th, WASU welcomed 18 alumni to relive their glory days at the station. The idea for Alumni Takeover came from alumni Jeff Merritt, who brought it up to Dan Valley.
It sort of became an important thing to everybody that the alumni love coming back. They love the connection. For many, it's an emotional time because they hadn't done it so long ago, and that's how most got their start.
Alumni Takeover is the biggest event for WASU during homecoming week. Doug Rice, president of the Performance Racing Network, is no stranger to Alumni Takeover.
I think I can speak for a lot of different folks that have spent time at WASU. When you can go back and revisit a happy place like WASU was for us, then that's all the encouragement you need.
Craig Mundy, who currently works in sales for iHeartMedia in Charlotte, said he felt a sense of pride coming back to WASU during their 50th anniversary alumni takeover.
WASU is a place where we've seen a lot of people graduate and go out and have stellar careers. And to be a part of something that's been around for 50 years is important.
Listening to 90.5 WASU, the App FM.
Alumni Takeover Day was successful at connecting students with alumni as well as raising money for the station. Altogether, the event raised over $1,500. For Appalachian Weekly News, I'm Holly Hodges.
Local Mexican restaurant Los Arco Eres celebrated Dia de Muertos this past Tuesday and Wednesday. The Day of the Dead is a Hispanic holiday that involves families and friends gathering to pay respect and remember those friends and family members who have died. A common tradition on this holiday is to hang papier-mâché skeletons as decorations. This is to honor ancestors who have passed and remind everyone that death is just a part of life. People also set up candlelit altars in their homes so spirits can find their way back to their relatives. Day of the Dead is celebrated every year on November 1st and 2nd.
Boone Drug is offering free vitamins for anyone that needs them. During these times, food prices are through the roof and people are struggling. In light of these troubling times, Boone Drug will be giving out a free 30-day supply of the vitamins that you need. In order to receive your free supply of vitamins, visit boonedrug.com and fill out their form to bring into the store. They offer prenatal, children, adult, and senior multivitamins.
Are you thinking about or planning to live off campus next year? Well, now is the time to begin looking for off-campus housing. As you may know, off-campus housing fills up rather quickly, so it's important to plan early. Student apartments such as the Village of Meadowview are already leasing for fall 2023. Another popular off-campus apartment complex, University Highlands, is posting leasing information for 2023 to 2024 on November 15th. There are different options for off-campus living here in Boone. If you're wanting more information on off-campus housing, you can visit offcampushousing.appstate.edu.
Everybody knows and loves the popular game Super Smash Bros. Well, Howard Station is hosting a tournament. Reporter Aldo Sarabia has more.
Hello, we're here outside of Howard Station where they hold their weekly Smash tournaments on Thursday. Let's go inside and check it out. I asked Preston Rico what new players can expect coming to the tournament for the first time.
You're going to get kicked. It's not even going to be close. When you come here for the first time, the advice that I was given is you will either decide never to come again, or you will realize that you have the itch and you will keep coming back. And you will spend ridiculous amounts of money to get shit on by better players. And if you find that that's you, do not give up, ever. Just keep bashing your head against that wall because you will see improvement. And yeah, me 6 months ago would lose handily to me now. So that's all I care about.
Howard Station has a lot to offer for many people. While I was there interviewing people, I talked to Ernesto Tovar, and he told me why he goes.
No, not really. I'm not really a gamer, but they are. I just supported them, for what they do.
So you're supporting them here, and you like the vibe here?
It's a very chill vibe right here. I like it. The food is great, too.
The tournament has an entrance fee of $11, and it is elimination based. So that's been it for the Smash Bros. Tourney, hosted here at Howard Station every Thursday weekly. Back to you guys at the studio.
Changing gears now, a big talker in the world of sports over the last week has been the move NASCAR driver Ross Chastain made on the final lap at Martinsville Speedway Sunday. Leah, let's take a look at this crazy move right here. So Chastain needed to gain 2 positions to advance to the championship 4. As he enters turns 3 and 4 on the final lap, he decides to shift into 5th gear and purposely drive his car into the wall with his foot on the accelerator. He gains 5 positions and ultimately edges out Denny Hamlin to make the championship 4 in a move that will be talked about for years to come.
That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. That was like something you'd see on a video game. It seems like Chastain had to throw a Hail Mary there. Speaking of our sports, Anchor Chloe Holland joins us now to talk more about NASCAR and App State sports. Chloe, what can you tell us?
Yeah, Devin and Leah, we definitely have seen some pretty impressive victories going around in the sports world recently, and there's a lot to cover here, so let's go ahead and roll those highlights. The NASCAR Cup Series rolls in Phoenix Raceway this weekend, where the 2022 Cup Series champion will be crowned. Christopher Bell, with his last win Sunday in Martinsville, locked his position in as one of the 4 drivers fighting for the championship. Ross Chastain, with his insane last lap move, will also compete for his first Cup Series title. Former champions Joey Logano and Chase Elliott are the other 2 drivers that make up the 4 who are eligible for the championship. 4 different organizations and 3 different manufacturers represent the championship 4. And unlike most sports, these 4 drivers will still compete against a stacked field of 36 drivers who are trying to win a race. You can catch the coverage of the NASCAR Cup Series championship race this Sunday at 3 p.m. on NBC. It was a rough night last night for App State football fans as the Mountaineers fell 28-35 against rival Coastal Carolina. Senior quarterback Chase Bryce threw 279 yards for App State, securing 2 touchdowns and 1 interception. CCU are now first place in the Sun Belt, with Mountaineers dropping down to second to last in the East Division. The Mountaineers return to action next Saturday at Huntington, West Virginia against Marshall, with kickoff at 3:30 p.m. MAC Conference Field Hockey Coach of the Year Megan Dawson led the Mountaineers to a 3-0 win against Davidson. The team closed out the season with their second longest winning streak in program history. And if you can be sure to congratulate Frederick Stegen, the new Mid-American Conference Offensive Player of the Year. You can support App State Field Hockey as they travel this Friday and Saturday, November 4th through the 5th for the MAC tournament. Another Mountaineer win here in the High Country. App State volleyball team came back against Old Dominion in a strong 3-1 victory with a highlight of 58 kills. If you missed the game last week, be sure to tune in as the team plays Georgia Southern this Friday and Saturday in Boone and on ESPN+. Lastly, App State women's soccer team unfortunately fell short 2-1 during the Sun Belt tournament against Marshall this past Monday. Despite freshman defender Shannon Stutter's 3rd goal of the season, Marshall was still able to come in blindly and secure a win in the 91st minute. The Mountaineers close out their season here with records of 6-9-4 final and 5-5 in Sun Belt play. Wrapping up, that's all I have for sports this week. Leah and Devin, back to you.
Thanks, Chloe. And yes, I definitely watched that football game. I hope the best for us next time because it was a little rough.
That is an understatement. With winter right around the corner and ski resorts opening soon, one App State sport will soon start their season. Our correspondent Shannon Pendleton has more.
With the colder weather right around the corner, one thing to look forward to is the array of winter sports here in the High Country. Here at App State, one winter sports team is the Alpine Ski Team. One App State alumni, Daniel Jones, was a member of the ski team for 3 years before graduating in 2017. Jones is now one of the ski team coaches, and he talks about why he likes being able to be a part of the team still.
My favorite part is being able to travel with them and being able to share the excitement in the ski team. It's always very fun to go and travel and compete. But I also really enjoy being able to give advice and help the students improve on their technique and their competitions.
Skiing is a fast-paced sport that many people love. Caroline Arch, the Alpine Ski Team president, talks about how she feels when she is skiing.
Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm flying, and that's just absolutely amazing. Like the wind's in your hair, you're just zooming and totally concentrating on like how you're feeling, and it's just amazing. I feel alive. Don't know how else to explain it.
Living in the mountains has many benefits. One of those benefits is having 3 ski resorts within just a few miles of Boone. Arch talks about why students should go out to the resorts this season.
Go skiing. Try it out. Even if you don't want to join the team or don't want to race, it's really fun. It's a great way to get outside during the winter because everyone around here, at least, has been given the little pep talk and warning about seasonal affective disorder, seasonal depression.
If you're interested in learning more about skiing or joining the team, you can reach out to them on Engage or on their Instagram at App State Ski Team. For the Appalachian Weekly News, I'm Shannon Pendleton.
Well, that's all we have for today. Thank you for tuning in to this edition of the Appalachian Weekly News. I'm Devin Stewart.
And I'm Leah Johnson. Be sure to join us next week for more news and sports. Thanks for watching.